I'll just try to drive people to Facebook to watch it there. Oh, it's streaming on YouTube. Well, that was much easier. And
Amazing.
what in the F? Facebook.
And the angel sings.
There we go.
Facebook.
Okay.
There it is. I'm sending you all the live link.
Facebook.
Here's the exact live link.
Thanks, Jonathan.
We're live on YouTube.
Jonathan, you'll be able to share that out on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Is it best to just watch on Facebook if you're just going to be a watcher?
It's totally up to you. On Zoom, you're going to be able to interact with everybody and the performers and use the chat box here. So it's totally up to what experience you want. But I mean, I'm going to stay on here. I think Zoom's really fun. And also if you're on Facebook or YouTube, we won't, like, Jonathan's there for you guys to be able to chat. So he'll be able to relay, like, oh, Katie said this from here. But if you're here in Zoom, you can chat with us and we'll be able to call it out live.
Okie dokie. I have to decide what kind of experience I want.
It is an adventure tonight. You could do a little of both and then tell us later. Awesome.
No mask.
Fuck.
No.
In a minute. Wait. What was that about?
Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Winterton.
Yes.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, kids.
Welcome.
How we doing?
Andrew.
You look good, Drew.
Hello, everybody.
Andrew, Drew, Andrew.
Oprah, Uma, Oprah.
Hey, Joe.
Drew, how you doing?
So good.
Charlie.
So good.
It's me,
Good to see
Andrea.
Hi, Charlie.
Why
How
can't
are
I
you?
get? Why can't I get a deal? Oh, no, they're only. Wait a minute. What am I missing here?
Charlie,
Oh, I have to expand this window here so I can see everybody.
How do you do that?
there's like two little lines. You can like move it over and it makes the live stream a little smaller, and then you can see a couple more people in the gallery view.
Yeah. So
Do you see it?
there's a little drag handle in the lower right-hand corner. There's a drag handle.
Oh yeah, there is. Oh nice.
Catherine.
Hi. We're going to be getting going soon.
Ooh.
Hey, you said 7:30. I want my money back. Sorry, this is bullshit.
Hey, I want you to write me an email with your feedback at TheMIC@NYC.com. By the way, it doesn't go anywhere, so just letting you know.
So wait, if it doesn't go anywhere, why are we writing anything?
Exactly.
I want to hear because we want you to feel like
Now you get it.
Here, one
Public
second.
service crowd control.
Matthias, there you are.
Hey, Charlie.
Edgar,
Hey.
we're getting the band back together. Of sorts.
Over Zoom.
Yeah.
We're on a mission from Gad.
That's next on the list, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, there's one. I think there's one ahead of it,
Okay.
but I already downloaded that one. I've got a nice collection of pirated music movies going.
Thank God.
Okay. You got Purple Rain?
I want to put Purple Rain on the list.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't put Purple Rain.
No Purple Rain.
No Purple Rain.
Just
not.
Just the song. Just the song. That's it.
This is what it sounds like. Right.
Or that one scene where Apollonia tries to get on the motorcycle or something, and I don't know what happens. I don't know.
I think we should all just watch Dave Chappelle's sketches about Prince and call it a day.
There you go. So, Kat, how do we contribute to your fun tonight? On Venmo, we send them to you?
Yeah, it's going to be at TheMIC NYC on Venmo. We'll announce it a few times tonight. And we can also put it in the chats. And everything 100% goes to the bitter end tonight.
Good. It's true. You're a permanent confidant.
Andrew, you look like you're about to give a newscast. I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that look with the blue thing behind you, but then you see
They did it with.
See, the problem with those virtual backgrounds is that if you lean back, you disappear into the background. Your hands disappear, all sorts of stuff disappears.
One can sing at a time.
Fun with chroma key.
There you go.
I think it's even chroma key. It's like depth key.
I don't know what it is. It's a terrible. It's terrible. You just body parts disappear.
You get to see what it's like to go into the ether. Pretty cool.
I could use some ether to get some sleep, for crying out loud. You know, it's just.
Wasn't that Hunter S. Thompson's favorite vice, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
You're not sleeping, Charlie?
No, I mean the height of my day yesterday was I did 2 loads of laundry. And some Tai Chi and some other exercises. Played a little guitar.
Today, I nailed
it.
What? Is that true?
My big activity today was to mail a letter.
Did you have your mask?
Yay!
Who was that?
I don't know. I thought it was somebody who said something to you.
Friendly reminder of the chat.
Looks like Edgar's doing something terrible.
Just making myself a little what is this fig spread with almond butter sandwich real quick.
Oh, it's not what it looked like when you're standing sideways. I don't know.
I wouldn't even eat.
You're not a right man, Charlie.
Man.
See, I don't get any sleep. My brain's just not working, man. I'm telling you. I'm not. I can play "Hang On, Sloopy" anymore on the guitar. That before your time, "Hang On, Sloopy."
Oh, everybody, come on.
Louie Louie, same song.
Which, of course, as a child, I thought was "Hang On, Snoopy" because
This is, of course, yeah. And what kind of a name is Sloopy anyway to give a girl? What kind of a name is that?
That's better than what Elon Musk named his kid.
Well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, this is true. And then we got Moon Unit and Dweezil. My friend used to be the head. This is before most people's time. Used to be a record company called Buddha Records.
Right.
And my friend Fred, Jesus Christ, he named his daughter Fred Rupert. He named his daughter Paisley.
That's cute. It's not bad.
It's a tie at the time. It was, it was a tie.
Drew, please make me a co-host. I would like to mute people.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Cold blood.
All right, everybody watch your tongue. Kat is now the co-host.
Hey guys, we're having a little bit of a feedback loop thing. So what we're going to try to do to mitigate that is have moments where we can keep the mute off. The chat box is now going to be something that will be your best friend. Loop thing. So what we're going to Found try the
Oh,
feedback to mitigate loop. that is have moments where we keep the mute off. The chat my own Bluetooth speaker.
Kat, you're listening to yourself. That's the.
Joyful. It's amazing technology. I still hear it, so I'm just trying to understand if maybe, okay, great. Awesome. I'm going to kick it over to Andrew. We're going to get this thing going.
Cool. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Can you hear me okay? You know what? I just realized everybody's on mute and I'm waiting for responses. So hello, welcome again. We're really happy to be here and have you. And it's really good to get together. Who is that with the sign? Is that Drew Wood? Can I get a hell yeah?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, hell
The
yeah.
quietest hell yeah I've ever heard in my life. We'll get this going properly.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, it's really good to see you guys. We're thrilled to be here. This is not just a virtual edition of the mic. This is actually the international edition. Really happy to have everybody. There's people here from Guyana. There's people here from France. There's people here from Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Chicago, Washington State, and I don't know. Some of you are probably in New York as well. So thank you guys so much for coming. This is going to be a bit of a different show than what you're used to, obviously, because this is a bit of a virtual show as well. We're not going to be showing past performances the entire time like we did last time. This is going to be kind of a bit of a variety, a mishmash between live performances, pre-recorded stuff, maybe some stuff that has happened over the course of time at the bitter end, and maybe some surprises in between. So thank you so much. Speaking of the bitter end, this is actually going to double as a bit of a fundraiser. I understand that this is kind of a hard time for anybody to be giving anything. But if you are so inclined, we'd really appreciate it. At TheMIC NYC, 100% of our donations tonight will go to the bitter end. We'll make sure that every single dollar, every single cent gets over there for the guys who've been taking such good care of us. So again, it's at TheMIC NYC on Venmo. We will put it in the chat as well. Heads up, by the way, a little bit of housekeeping. We are going to be skipping the June show. This is going to be the June show. We'll talk about why in a little bit. We'll kick it to John Estabrooks to talk about that. Otherwise, thank you for being here, guys. Use the chat function. I know everybody is doing that. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're here on Zoom, use the chat function. Please participate. Have a good time. It's really actually cool. I think we all found out that while we can't hang out at the bitter end and talk and get to know each other during the performances, we can do so here, which is a really cool feature of the COVID virus. Oh man, I wish I could do this whole thing over. Anyway, so once again, what we have in store are a bunch of performances from all over the place from our community, some new people, some people that you might recognize. But to start is one of the heart and soul members of our community, one of our favorite people here who's even written songs about this very community. I'm gonna be kicking it now to Chuck Hildner to lead it off.
Good evening. Welcome to tonight. Tonight's MCs for this first song are Cat and Silent Chuck, brought to you by Alone and Together Productions. This first song is about a boy learning to become a fastball pitcher. So hit it. Gonna scatter all the batters, gonna make them run to midnight. Hey, add a little lightning to the heater, watch the meter, and the screams across the plate. When you were younger, I told you that everything would be alright. Hell, you got older, I kept telling you that everything would be alright. Boy, you're gonna throw that lightning to the day you die. All right. Yeah, yeah. Oh. I sign up and out, rolling off that scene, that boy is pushing fire. Yeah, the umpire's screaming, the manager's yelling, that boy's got desire. When you were younger, I told you that everything will be alright. Hell, you got older, I kept telling you that everything will be alright. Boy, you're gonna throw that lightning to the day you die. end of the day you die. All right. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Good evening.
Thanks so much, Chuck.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yay!
Way to go, baby.
Yeah, our first live performance, y'all. That was amazing.
Yeah, I always love a good baseball
I
song.
come out of the kitchen now, everybody.
Myself. Awesome. Okay, so up next we have Kristen Roche, who she actually performed for the first time with us. The last show we could have live at the bitter end. But now she's back. She has a video that's gonna play for us, and then I'll let Kristen introduce herself and tell you guys a little bit about herself and what you're about to see.
Hi. Am I muted? No, I'm good. Hi, bitter-end community, the mic community. How's it going? I am Kristen Roche, and my first time performing at the mic was in February, and it was such a treat, such a delight. I am so happy to be part of this community now, and the song that I chose to sing just kind of came to me. I had been doing a lot of walks around the neighborhood with my parents and, trying to keep things lively. And so Steve Winwood came up sort of like through Higher Love, and then kind of just started exploring more songs. And this song is called Back in the High Life Again. And it kind of like brought tears to my eyes when I first heard it. And then looking into it, it was just like it came out in 1986, which is a fantastic year. And also, fun fact, James Taylor does background vocals on this track. So yeah, I'm just really stoked to have the opportunity to join in on the mic community. And thank you to family and friends. I wish James Taylor would pop out from somewhere. I can. And yeah, so stoked, you guys. Thank you so much. That's pretty much all I got. Thank you, obviously, to all the people out there who are putting their lives on the line, and I hope that everyone is taking care of themselves and others in this like really, really crazy time. And I'm just looking forward to when we can all be back together again, back in the high life.
Hello, my community. My name is Kristen Roche, and I'm reporting from Berkeley, New Jersey. I hope that everyone's doing well. I'm gonna cover a song by Steve Winwood, and I don't know, just kind of giving me hope these days that someday we will be back in the high life again. I'll be back in the high life again. All the doors I'd close one time will open up again. I'll be back in the high life again. All the eyes that watched me once will smile and take me in. And I'll drink and dance with one hand free, land the world back into me. Ooh, I'll be a sight to see. Take care.
Oh, no clapping when you're muted.
That was awesome, you guys. That was amazing, Kristen. Always happy to have you perform. Just so beautiful. Your music's great. You can even see the chats, everyone. So real quick, before we move on to the next act, wanted to ask you guys to drop in the chats, both here and on YouTube, where you guys are tuning in from. Because that's something that's different about tonight's mic event versus other ones. We're usually all in the same space together. And today I have a feeling that we're going to be in from all over the place. So right now we have Katie O'Connell coming in from Queens, Cassidy, Nashville, got more Queens, Anish in LA, Brooklyn, Essie's in New Jersey, got more Queens love, Sydney. There's a lot of Queens up in here tonight. Kiera's in Dallas. Jonathan's in Canada. Let's see here. Some more NYC. New Jersey, Atlanta. Mana's in from Atlanta, which Mana, I miss you and I love you. Cool. Awesome, you guys. So as you can tell, we actually have people tuning in from all over the place, and people are going to be performing from all over the place. I'm actually here in Pound Ridge right now, thanks to Michael. Usually in Brooklyn. Andrew's here actually and from Chicago. I noticed that he did not put Chicago in the chats. And a little bit later, Jonathan Esterbrooks, who is in YouTube land and social land, will be able to tell us who is watching from other places from YouTube. However, tonight, really excited because we have a return performer, or performers, I should say. We have Gavin and Atasia from Guyana, Gavin from Guyana. And if you guys have gotten the chance to meet them when they've come through Brooklyn, they're just absolutely wonderful. Now, here's the deal. Gavin's internet connection hasn't been that great. So I'm going to flip it over to him. Hopefully we can get some audio so he can introduce the videos that he's going to be sharing with us today. So give me one moment to spotlight him and unmute him. Stand by, going as fast as I can. Okay. Unmute. Okay, Gavin, are you there? Gavin, I think you're gonna have to unmute yourself. I'm not able to do it for you because you've probably overridden me. We'll give this another couple seconds. He might be having technical problems. Okay, what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and play his video, and then I'll try to get him to have audio on the back end to say hello to everybody. So, Drew, when you're ready.
Oh, my lover, ganja money. We dey on lockdown, ganja money. We dey on lockdown, but we could still folk up the place. Ganja money. Ganja money, yeah, ganja money, oh, give me my shilling. Ganja money, yeah, ganja money, oh, give me my shilling. Ganja money, yeah, ganja money, oh, give me my shilling. Ganja money, yeah, ganja money, oh, give me my shilling. Ganja money, yeah, me want $1. Ganja money, yeah, me want $2. Ganja money, yeah, me want $3. Ganja money, yeah, me want $1. Ganja money, yeah, ganja money, oh, give me my shilling. Ganja money, said don't give me my shilling. Ganja money, want a nice shilling. Ganja money, yes, it good for cancer. Ganja money, any kind of cancer. Ganja money, me say even skin cancer. Ganja money, it good for glaucoma. Ganja money, hey, ganja money, yeah, ganja money, oh, give me my shilling. Ganja money, me said don't give me my shilling. Ganja money, Me said, "Don't give me my shilling."
Ganja money.
Me said, "Don't give me my shilling."
Ganja money.
Yeah.
Ganja money.
Ateja.
Ganja money.
Go.
Ganja money.
Yeah.
Ganja money. Nothing else can calm me down after a hard day. By all I want is your love. Always, all day. Ganja money, you know. Keep me up on my toes, high above the low. So for you, I give praise. Mary J, them don't see what I see, you know. So them hate giving you a bad name. Say you's a bad thing, but if you was a lady to me, you be a queen. Always got your crown on your head, cause you way up in the ganja money, yeah. Ganja money, yeah. Break me off a piece just to ease my mind and soul. Ganja money, yeah. Ganja money, yeah. Break me off a piece just to ease my mind and soul.
Them a call it marijuana.
Ganja money.
And freedom them a call for.
Ganja money.
It's a herb from the garden.
Ganja money.
Make your eat it better.
Ganja money.
Conscious people use it.
Ganja money.
But you should never abuse it.
Ganja money.
Decriminalize it.
Ganja money.
So the economy could benefit.
Ganja money.
But please don't be ignorant.
Ganja money.
Only Jah pass the judgment.
Ganja money.
Learn about the benefits.
Ganja money.
And throw away the cigarettes.
Ganja money.
Ganja money, eh? Ganja money, oh. Give me my shilling.
Ganja money.
Ganja money, eh? Ganja money, oh. Give me my shilling.
Ganja money.
Me say ganja money, eh? Ganja money, oh. Give me my shilling.
Ganja money.
Me say ganja money, eh? Ganja money, oh. Give me my shilling.
Ganja money.
Give me my shilling.
Ganja money.
Give me my shilling.
Ganja money.
Me said give me my shilling.
Ganja money.
Hey everybody, greetings from Guyana. Hope y'all real enjoy the video of Ganja Money by me and my sister Nateja. We dep on lockdown right now, so you know, just stay inside, stay safe, stay clean, and keep creating. Be sure to follow my sister Nateja on Instagram at Ateja, and you could follow me on Instagram at Creole Rock. Also, if you want to download my new punk rock album for free, some Creole rock, go to creolerock.com and catch everybody again sometime, you know, when. All right, so I got some special guests live in studio, live with me here today, if you can see them there. Yeah, most of my childhood friends. And speaking of childhood, it make a real remember my small days. And so we can sing about we small days. And I got the lyrics right down here so you could sing along, clap along, and we folk up the internet together. Small days is still on my mind. Small days is a good time. Me name but some little children, and when they singing and they dancing, others really admire them. Hear the party. Rick chick chick chick, Congate. My Ben Adam, Congate. My Sivo mama, Congate. And she then pot chicken, Congate. So me ask she for one, Congate. And she say me can't get them, Congate. Oh you see that girl there, Congate. One named Dorothy, Congate. How she fat like a butter, Congate. And she muggle like a chow, Congate. Small days is still on me mind. Small days is a good time. Me neighbor some little children, and when they singing and they dancing, others really admire them at the party. Children, children,
yes, Papa.
Where have you been?
Grandmama.
What did she give you?
Bread and cheese.
Where is mine?
On the shelf.
How me gon' get them?
Climb on a chair.
And if me fall,
me not gay.
Bad picnic,
me not gay.
Wicked picnic,
me not gay.
Small days is still on me mind. Small days is a good time. Me neighbor some little children, and when they singing and them dancing, others really realize how old I get in.
Yeah, man.
Right. Evan. So guys, I don't think that we can get Gavin in here. He's trying to dial in. He's having some issues. But he said hello, and I'm sure he says a lot of other nice things if he can ever pop back online. So give it up again for Gavin, because that is phenomenal. And it's so great to have him in the community and to be a part of everything. Speaking of people we're really happy to have in the community, coming from far, far away. Actually, first, before I do that, one more reminder, guys. We are taking donations for the bitter end. Venmo at TheMIC NYC. Every single dollar that gets sent to us tonight, we will pass on to the bitter end, who's probably going through a pretty rough time right now. We try to take care of our own. So speaking of the bitter end, the first person to ever perform on our stage at the bitter end when we moved over from the Sidewalk Cafe is a comedian who had just left Wall Street to start a career as a badass comedian. He's doing a lot of other really great things on the internet. You guys should follow him at Mitra NYC. Really interesting, really cool, informative stuff. He's merging financial knowledge and know-how plus humor in a way that is super digestible and cool. So anyway, kicking it all the way over to the other side of the pond, Los Angeles, California. Wall Street's biggest loss is our biggest gain. Anish Mitra, give it up.
Yo. Andrew Cat, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really happy about the decision I made, especially given the situation that we're in now. It's not like I need money or anything at all in these times. But this has been a crazy time. Thanks for having me. This is so cool. I almost feel like I should have made a video. Some of these videos are like Oscar level production quality here. I wish I had a turtle right now. I'm all alone here in Los Angeles. I used to live in New York. I moved here in February. I moved to Los Angeles at the end of February. So I either had the best timing in the world or the worst timing in the world, depending on how you look at it. But it's so awesome to be doing this. It's awesome to see faces where I can see the mouths. This is different for me. Everyone's got a mask on here, as they should. But my name is Anish, like Andrew said. I've been doing a few of these. I'm a comedian. I've been doing a few of these virtual shows, and I kind of actually like it a little bit better, to be honest with you, because everyone can see my name like spelled out. There's not as much confusion. I've been called so many different things in my life. I've been called Anush, Anash. I had a boss that called me Amit once, which is just another Indian name. That's all that is. I thought that was kind of weird too, because that guy was also Indian. So like, Jesus, man, come on. I end up surprising a lot of people. When I tell them I'm Indian, no one can really guess my race. You know, even now at these Zoom shows and I have to stare at myself, I find myself feeling a bit like a dog looking at his own reflection. I'm like, wow, I could see why, people have to look at this all day, may be a little confused. I tell people I'm Indian and I feel like I'm coming out of the closet. It's weird. I get a lot of questions, all sorts of awkward questions like, oh my God, India, like what part of India is Mexico in exactly? And it's been like that ever since I was born. I grew up in Queens. I saw on the chat a few people are from Queens. If you're in Queens, make some noise. Also, if you're unmuted, feel free to laugh. I don't think your neighbors are going to complain. But Queens in the building, nice. Jillian.
Hey, I'm in Queens.
Nice. Yeah. Good. I was in Queens way before Starbucks, way before, co-working spaces. I was there as a young boy. I loved it. I was one of many, many brown people. And then my family moved to the suburbs in Long Island when I was in second grade. And I became the only Hispanic in my community, which was a great experience. Happy Cinco de Mayo to those who celebrated, which I'm assuming would be every white person here. But I've been thinking a lot about why we moved out, and I blame Jesus Christ for why it happened.
Wow.
I had a really weird schooling experience when I was little. My parents, my mom and my dad, they put me in a private Catholic elementary school, which is a little weird because my parents are Hindus. I have no idea how I got into that school. And I think my parents just got a little scared. The straw that finally broke the camel's back was one night I came home, and right before dinner, I looked at my mom and I looked at my dad and I said, Mom, Dad, I think we should pray before we eat. And this does not happen. Like, Hindus do not pray. And I remember sitting there and I looked up because, you know, that's where God is. And I was like, Mom, Dad, you know, for this meal, I'd like to thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
And yeah, my mom just looked at me and she was, that is not my name. So get yourself out of here. I don't blame them though for being a little nervous. Like, Christianity is, we probably have a few Christians in the room. Christianity is a bit of it's a genius story. It's so scalable. It's so simple. There's one God, one book. You live one life. Very easy to understand for a child. Hinduism is not that simple. Multiple gods, multiple religions. There's plots, there's storylines, there's battles. You have no idea what's going on until season 4. It's very, very complicated. You have to pay attention to watch every finale. So, you know, we ended up moving out. I spent a lot of time also thinking about all the decisions I've made in my life, one of which was going to college and graduating. I don't know if anyone else has made that mistake. Sitting, you know, laying in this very bed behind me late at night, just wondering where it all went wrong. I went to a school called Brown University. I don't know if we have any other alums in the building. Newsflash, it was not very brown. I went to Brown thinking I would meet a lot of other brown people. I just ended up meeting different kinds of Jewish people. That was mainly my experience. Going to Brown made me less brown. I remember when I was a junior in college, I told my dad that I was majoring in economics, and he was like, "Whoa, that's a really impressive major. What kind of medicine is that again exactly?" Haven't heard of that one. I had a lot of good friends. I made a lot of good friends. I'm an only child, so I didn't grow up with any brothers or anything, and or sisters. And I remember in college meeting this one dude. He was an international student, so he had never been in the country before. He was from Asia. It took him a long time to get used to just being in the country, getting along with people. But I have to say, after 4 years, his math and science grades were so bad that he became a real American. He had really done it. I was glad. I don't know if we can do any claps or, you know, just put in a smiley face in the chat. But how many people, I guess, worked in like a corporate job or still work in a corporate job? Maybe you're using Zoom all day, either before the quarantine or previously. Like Andrew said, you know, I spent a lot of time just basically dying on the inside, working at a bank. And I was in an investment bank, and I worked in an investment bank for 2 years. It took 10 years off my life. I mean, this is what 40 looks like now. But I was an investment banker. I don't know if we have any on here. You know, if we do, you know, I know your pain. I feel it. But being an investment banker, for those that don't know, you work really long hours. You work late nights. It's a lot like this, actually. This quarantine has almost given me some validation. Like, I've been doing Zoom calls for a long time. No one cared. And now everyone needs advice on how to run these, which is great. I feel good. My ego is high. But I remember just spending so many nights alone in front of a computer. I felt like a lonely DJ. You know, because you're alone, you're in front of this computer, all your friends are out having fun, doing drugs, and you're just staring at a monitor, doing drugs. Sydney, thank you. You know, ever since I moved out to LA, I've been drinking a lot of green juice, doing a lot of face masks, so I'm glad to see it's working. Yeah, this is what it looks like when you just give up gluten and cheese. I'm very ugly on the inside, though, as a result. I hate myself. But I I don't miss working on Wall Street. I could see why. I could see why people who work in corporate jobs love baseball so much. Baseball is a very corporate sport. I remember when I was working, it was pretty much 8 guys doing nothing, watching 2 people working. And if a woman came out of nowhere, they'd be like, "Oh my God, like this is not a suitable environment for women. Get her off the field." And the best employees were usually the minorities. Do we have any single people in the audience? I don't. Quarantine has been great for dating, right? It's been an interesting experience. I don't know if people are doing Zoom calls or whatever, but I feel like there's certain things that we just have to change. A lot of people are still acting like it's normal. Like if I'm single, I'm on these profiles sometimes, and no one's really changing their profile pictures. People still have pictures of them at the beach or of them when they were clearly working out 5 times a week or when they were not eating cake at 2 p.m. Like, no one, to be honest, no one cares about that stuff anymore right now, especially for my financially stable folks out here. Lead with the right foot, right? Get those pictures of the weddings out of there. Post a picture of a pay stub or maybe a W-2 or even a recent receipt that you're proud of. I mean, these could go a long way, especially when the quarantine gets lifted. But I'll say one last thing. I've been getting a lot of pressure from my very traditional Indian parents to get married, and this quarantine is not helping with that. I think I might actually have to get an arranged marriage. And for those who don't know what an arranged marriage is, it's basically just when you don't get to choose the person you end up divorcing. But I have learned, though, I'm 32 years old. I have learned that the longer time goes on, the pressure to get married definitely gets higher, but the standards get so much lower. Like when I was 22 years old, when I just graduated college, my mom would come up to me and she'd show me like random pictures of girls who are family friends or friends of friends. Like I have no idea how she got those pictures. And she'd be like, "Oh, like what do you think about her? Do you think you'd want to marry her?" And, I'd look at the picture and I'd be like, "No, I just graduated college. I'm about to start working. I think I'm going to try my luck with some of these white girls, Mom." And, years would go by. She'd come back. She'd show me another picture. And, I'd say the same thing. I'd be like, "No, not right now. Not her." Yesterday, she sent me a picture and she was like, "How about him? He's cute." But, thank you guys so much. This is great. Great to see everyone. My name is Anish Mitra. I'm on all social media under Mitra, Mitra NYC. Follow me, I follow back, and stay safe. And shout out to everyone on the front lines doing their thing.
Woo! That was really good.
Am I live?
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, I'm Jonathan. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm one of the mic team, and I'm helping to run some of the chat. We got some people tuning in. I'm clearly not in Canada. No, I am in Canada. What do you think of that? Video backgrounds, right? And we got a couple people coming in. Couple of check-ins here. We've got someone from Valdosta, Georgia on here. And we got a few people joining us on YouTube. So if you want to share out the YouTube link, you can do that, or keep sharing the Zoom link. I love that we can all connect on Zoom, so that's really great. So feel free to keep sharing that out, and we'll check in every once in a while. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. And of course, for Venmo, it's at TheMIC NYC to help out the folks at the bitter end who've been so great to us over the last while, hosting our live events. And we hope to be back there, I'm sure, right?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, sending it back to whoever's next. Who's next?
Hi. So yeah, Jonathan, thank you so much. We're excited for what you're gonna be doing in June. And Anish, that was freaking hysterical. Okay, so up next we have Essie Riddle, who has performed actually with us a couple of times. So we're super excited to have her back. And she has presented a video for us. So Essie, I'm gonna let you take it away and tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. This is, like she said, I've performed at the mic a couple of times. So I'm excited to start seeing like familiar faces and getting to know everybody. This is a great community, and I'm just so thankful to be a part of it and to kind of have stumble upon it. So I worked really hard to make like a really creative video and had all sorts of technical issues and like kind of got to a breaking point of frustration. And so I just decided like, like why it kind of is like, why am I doing this? It's like, oh yeah, because you love to sing and you love the music you're writing and the things you're doing. So I really just stripped everything back, and I just basically took a track that I recently recorded live in the studio with my band I took on tour, which actually the mic was one of our tour stops. So that was really cool. So it's a lot. The track is unfortunately all I could get accomplished before the last thing we were going to do was lay the vocals down. And then obviously COVID happened and now we can't. So I figured I'd make use of the reference track I had with all my wonderful musicians playing on it. And I just did kind of a little quaint stripped down version of a single that I hope to release once we can all kind of gather again. Called Summer Solstice. So hopefully in time for summer, you'll be able to hear this. As she said, my name's Essie Riddle. So you can find me on all platforms as Essie Riddle or Essie Riddle Music. And without further ado, I'll give way to the video. Summer solstice has a way to haze your eyes and ease your pain, till all at once the longest day is like the rest gone away. She never seemed the type to stay. Her spirit echoed, come what may. 1,000 pounds my heart would weigh, hoping she'd speak my name. She'd light up I in bold array, hair alive and full of strays. She'd get real close and start to say, if I'm your mind, you babe. Simple and sweet, a song she'd play, caressing my ears day after day. Her beauty keeping wickedness away. Yeah. Why she chose me, I cannot say. All right.
Oh,
Yay!
phenomenal. That guy's
Yeah.
little. Can we get it one more time? Essie. Essie, if you wouldn't mind one more time throwing your social media handle in the text comments so everybody can follow you on social. Guys, we have a quick update that I don't think that we were expecting. Already you have raised $325 for the bitter end. This is off of what, like half an hour of a show, maybe about an hour of a show. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's donating and contributing. That's really phenomenal. We're really excited about it. And I'm sure Paul and the team over there will be too. Anyway, so if you also wouldn't mind jumping into the comments, let us know who you're here to see. If there's anybody here in particular you're here to see, we'd love to hear about it, have a quick chat about it over in the comments, over on YouTube or on Zoom. But without any further ado, if you do want to, one more time, donate, it's at TheMIC NYC on Venmo. Go to Venmo, at TheMIC NYC. Every single dollar that we receive, we're passing on to the bitter end. Every single dollar goes to them. Up next is one of our founding members, actually, of the community, has been with us from the jump. One of the pure voices I've heard in the game. I don't really need to introduce him all that much more. You guys know him as Edgar Zarilla. We know him as Edgar Zarilla. Here is Edgar Zarilla.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, so luckily I'm working from home. Hope everyone else is safe, sound, and healthy and happy. Probably one of the best, I'm probably in one of the best situations to be in a concrete jungle. I know many of you have fled away to your parents in Connecticut or whatever, but I'm happy to be where I'm at, and yeah, I'm hoping to travel soon. Anyway, so let me stop rambling on, and I will get into one of my favorite songs. I'm gonna turn off my heater here because it's making me extra nervous. Okay. I'm gonna play this instrumental, No Greater Love by Amy Winehouse. And yeah, here we go. Let me know if you actually hear the music coming up. All right. There is no greater love than what I feel for you. No sweeter song, no heart so true. There is no greater thrill than what you bring to me. No sweeter song than what you sing to me. You're the sweetest thing that I have ever known. And to think that you were mine, you were mine alone. There is no greater love in all the world, it's true. No greater love than what I feel for you. And that's that. I think that's my contribution for the evening. Thank y'all.
That was beautiful. As always.
Thank you, thank you.
I want like an Edgar fan club shirt. You keep joking, and I'm not. So, oh, it's so great, and the lighting's perfect too. You guys want to know how to up your game? Chat. Yeah, I'm Edgar. Hi guys, I'm Catherine. I think most of you guys know who I am, and unfortunately, I don't know everybody here, but I know a lot of you, and I've seen a lot of you, and I just want to say thank you all for tuning in and supporting each other. I don't think I need to say anything other than this is crazy times, and I'm just really glad that there are still ways for us to still see each other, because that's for me the reason why we hold the mic is to see you guys, and I'm just so happy I still get to see you, even though it's a little different. So part of what the mic does, we started about a year ago raising money and partnering with nonprofits, and to date, we've raised about $25,000. That includes partnering with Charlie Allenson for the Concert Across America to End Gun Violence last October, which we'll also be having one again this year. We also had the Save the Music fundraiser for the Hometown to Hometown program. That was last December. And obviously for today, we're helping to get money for the Bitter End so that way we can help their staff. Again, 100% goes to them tonight. Super excited for what we're going to do for June. Instead of having a mic event, we're actually going to help promote and support one of our mic internal team members, Jonathan Estabrooks. He's been putting together a really incredible concert series. And it's 3 Saturdays. So you're going to start seeing us mentioning this. And so I have Jonathan here. He's going to tell you more about Omni Arts Foundation, what he's doing with them, and what's coming up. And you might recognize him from the Facebook.
I was on the beach, and I thought I'd go to San Francisco. So here I am on this ledge, clearly. Because in Canada, we can get anywhere. It's like transporting, Star Trek. Anyway, so here I am coming to you live from Canada, and as Kat was saying, we're all trying to figure out as performers and creators, how do we do this virtual thing? And a good friend of mine and I were talking, and she just started a nonprofit, which is an interdisciplinary nonprofit organization called Omni Arts Foundation. And they had a gala that they were going to plan, and this all happened. And we thought, how can we benefit charities that are really in need, frontline workers, artists that are in need, and how can we do something that's going to get a wide reach, but also seem intimate and also connect with people, right? Which is hard to do through a screen. So we've launched something called Lean On Me, a virtual concert series for COVID-19 relief. And it features celebrity hosts that run the gamut, from Isabel Leonard, who's a star at the Met, to Ricky Ian Gordon, a really well-known composer, Janae Bridges, Fred Hirsch, incredible jazz pianist, and a host of other artists. So each concert will feature a different genre. So the first one is our American song, like American art song, slash American songbook stuff, which is hosted by Lori Laitman and Tom Trapullo, 2 composers, and we have a host of folks. And it's going to combine the live hosting element and also pre-record, similar to what we do with this event, as well as a live improv, which is going to be really cool to have as kind of our encore at the end. I mean, each of them will benefit a different charity. So we're benefiting art. Some of you may have heard of this, Artist Relief Tree, which has been one of the most successful artist-driven and artist-supporting charities out there. Basically, across the board, you apply, everyone across the board gets $250. So it's trying to get the money out as quickly as it can. They've already raised $350,000. They're pushing for $1 million to really get money into the hands of artists that need it now, which is incredible. We're also going to be working with the New Music Solidarity Fund that works with the new music crowd, and then the First Responders Children's Foundation. And so each concert will, not only are we paying the artists that perform on it, so each singer or each instrumentalist who's on the show is also getting $250. So we're hiring artists, right? We're not asking our artists to perform for free on this. So we're hiring our artists, we have hosts, and we're benefiting a charity. And we have a really exciting Facebook collaboration. Facebook Optics has come on board, and they've given us access to some gear. And so there's a potential of this becoming a continued project. And I was talking to the head of VR and augmented reality and virtual reality, and one of the coolest things that they're working on at Facebook that we might get to work with them on is a virtual concert hall. So imagine you sit in a concert hall and you put on a VR helmet, and you can choose to sit in one of a number of seats, and depending on where you're sitting in that theater, the audio changes, right? So there's so many really cool ways that tech and the arts are melding together, and we're just excited that we can kind of be a vehicle to create something that we hope is really sustainable. as a opportunity for artists to be paid to perform and do what they do, but also to benefit a charity with each of the concerts. So we're excited to have you guys join us. It'll be going live to a bunch of different pages, including the mic, the violin channel. We're doing cross posts. So far, we have almost 1 million Facebook fans that we're connected to, and we're pushing to a network, hopefully about 4 million. We're making relationships with a bunch of other Facebook groups. So it's going to be going out pretty wide on the 23rd of May at 4 p.m., the 30th of May at 4 p.m., and then the 6th of June. So I really hope you guys can tune in, and you can check out more at theomniartsfoundation.com. Or what's actually easy to remember is just leanonmeconcerts.com. They all funnel through to the Omni Arts page. You can find us on Facebook, on YouTube. It's simultaneously going out live to Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere. So I'll post all that stuff in the comments, and hope you guys can join us. It's going to be a really exciting opportunity to share some great collaborative art, singers, instrumentalists, jazz pianists, dancers, visual artists. Really, it runs the gamut. So thanks for listening.
Jonathan, did you want to share your video?
Oh, am I sharing it, or are you sharing it? Oh, right, of course. Yes, and so now I'm sending it to Drew, and Drew's going to play a little mini video, little video ad about the series.
Hi, I'm Isabel Leonard.
Hi, I'm Fred Hirsch.
I'm Lori Laitman.
I'm Tom Trapullo.
And I'm really excited to host Lean On Me.
Lean on Me. Lean on Me. A virtual concert series for COVID-19 relief presented by the Omni Arts Foundation.
Tune in live on Facebook and YouTube
on May 23rd, 30th,
and June 6th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time
as we bring your requests to life.
This unique concert is dedicated to essential workers and will pair their personal request with performers from around the world. In support of the Artist Relief Tree, New Music Solidarity Fund, and First Responders Children's Foundation. Support the Omni Arts Foundation and join us in creating collaborative performing art. Thank you so much, and see you there.
Hope you guys will join us.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jonathan, for that. We look forward to more details. Also to the mic community, you know, we'll definitely make a good push so you guys know where to go, how to watch, and help Jonathan get some reach on that front. All right, so up next, we have Rachel Think Sink, who's performed with us so many times. Her voice is just incredible. And she's gonna have a video that she made that's awesome. And it's kind of one of the only ones I got to see before the show. So I'm really excited for you guys to see it because it was awesome. So take it away, Rachel.
Oh my gosh, thanks, girl. I appreciate that. And it's so nice to see everyone's faces. Just to echo what Catherine was saying, I think it's really great that we're getting to do this in a virtual sense. And I was really excited to make a video because I like any opportunity to be my own backup singers if I can. So I like kind of playing around with creating, vocal landscapes for myself. And that's kind of what I did with this video. And I decided, I was listening to a bunch of different songs that felt like they were apropos to quarantine, and the one that I landed on that my sister actually suggested to me is the song Smile, which is originally by Charlie Chaplin musically, and then I think it was made mostly famous by Nat King Cole later. So it's kind of like a little classic jazz feel. And I hope you guys really enjoy it. I'm having so much fun. I'm in the quarantine uniform where the top half looks normal, but like I have wine and a blanket. So I'm gonna sit back and enjoy along with you guys.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's
breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. Although a tear may be ever so near, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. That's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
Woo woo! Yeah, so just wanted to keep it nice and simple. I know like times are tough right now, and sometimes that sentiment of just smiling feels like the bittersweet message we all need. So anyway, thanks guys so much. I'm also on the gram and all those things. You can find me at Think Sink. My nickname is Sink, like the kitchen sink.
That was phenomenal. Well done. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Sync, hell yeah. If you wouldn't mind one more time throwing your Instagram handle in the text comments. And for anybody who's not on mute, can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
I heard
Hell
two
yeah.
requests for the mute. Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so far, can we shake it out real quick?
Hell yeah.
Check it out. Stretch break. Everybody stretch.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. I appreciate that. All right, so guys, next up, one more time, again, one more quick plug for our Venmo. Every single dollar raised tonight will go straight to the bitter end, where we hope to be back at some point again soon. They have been so good to us, so we want to be good to them. So any single dollar that is provided to us, we will pass on to them at TheMIC NYC. Thank you so much. We're going to be passing it on to one of our former hosts, actually, one of our original members also of the steering team of TheMIC when we really first started expanding. She's coming to you live from New York, I believe. Jillian, I don't even know where you're coming from, but she's going to come at us with a poem. I think you're going to be performing it live. So without any further ado, kicking it to Jillian Ensman.
Yes, we are live from New York. Live from Queens. All right. So this is a poem I wrote. All right, well, we'll just do it, huh? All right, Drew, whenever you're ready. I used to wait for the trains to rush by. On those slow summer nights, they were cold, hard proof of life. In the yellow-green tinted windows, I'd see nutcrackers and angels and memories and dreams. And just as quick as they'd come, they were gone, and Mom would say it was time to go home. From far away, the trains breezed through here, leaving the promise of something different in the summer air. We used to sit on the lawn, we'd watch the live music with our parents, but we wouldn't last long. Soon we'd be up and running, chasing each other around, hiding in the bushes, racing across the playground. Scraped knees and cooties and sweaty foreheads. Those were the good old days, we just didn't know it yet. I used to sail. I remember my first time on the clear blue water, life jacket over my ears, learning the main sheet and the rudder. My first sail was with my older cousin. With her strawberry blonde hair, she embodied the summer sun. She was fun and carefree and thought I was cool, and I got lost in the water, the sky, the blue. When we got back to land, she ran over to her friends, the older girls. I wanted to be them.
Now our lives are changing fast. Now our lives are changing fast.
We used to fight. We always had to be right. I can't even remember what we fought about, but I remember the shouting. I remember repeated advice, and I remember long car rides. One time he hit a deer. I remember his fear and his lies. We used to sit in hallways fluorescently lit, in hotels and ballrooms and school auditoriums, waiting for my turn to audition. The stage moms, they'd blabber, they'd talk loud and proud, and she'd look at me, hold my hand in her hands, drown them out.
Now our lives are changing fast. Now our lives are changing fast. Hoping something pure can last. Hoping something pure can last.
I used to obsess. When I looked in the mirror, 11 years old, already I couldn't see clear. Shorts and a training bra on, I stuck to my stomach and tried to hold my breath for a while. Almost 30 and she's still here in shorts and a sports bra looking in the mirror. I wonder if I've had one day since when I've looked in the mirror and loved every bit of it. I used to drink. I used to crave the inability, no memory, no responsibility. Long Island iced teas, best bang for your buck. Was convinced to have fun, you needed to be fucked up. We used to dance at clubs, on rooftops and basements and backyards, hot tubs and penthouses and bathrooms and bonfires. We laughed and we partied and we snorted and we cried, we smoked and we drank, desperate to be alive. I fell in love. I didn't know it at first, was afraid to dive in, knew too well the hurt, but he saw the broken me and how I pieced her back together, and he saw me as whole, and he helped me see better. I used to wait for the other shoe to hit, tried to anticipate the ball, learned, I don't know at all. I used to wait for the moment that everything would fall into place, and now all around the whole world is upside down. We wait, and we wait for the anxiety and the fear to abate, for the sick to be healed, for the hurt to subside, for the dead to have another chance at life. We used to wait. We're waiting right now. We're pushing and climbing and fighting our way out. For the lucky among us, this will one day be a memory. What will we remember? The fear, the loneliness, the humanity? I want to tell you, I want to write it all down. I want to write a love letter. I want to shout it out. I love you. I want you to hold on. I want you to know that your eyes are like dawn, and that in the sunshine I feel your light, and that the moon is a great comfort on a cold, lonely night. At rock bottom, sometimes we can find the very things that keep us alive. I want to tell you, I want to shout it out. I love you. I want you to hold on. One step in front of the other, we go on. Wait for it. I would like to invite my girls, Rachel, Sink, Lindsay, helped arrange the music that backed it up.
Yay!
And Sydney Furliger, my partner in crime from day one.
Yay, Sid!
Thank you, girls. They're the behind the beautiful music that backed it up. It's an Arcade Fire song that inspired me a long time ago, and I just, thank you all for listening.
Wow. Beautiful. Good job, Jillian.
Jillian, that was so good.
So amazing.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Yes, it was amazing. All right. So Jillian, if you want to maybe put your Insta handle one more time for people in the chat so that they can follow you and you can get some fun daily Jillian content. Up next, we have Andrew, our very own Andrew, who's done a video for us. He is sorry, I have a 4-year-old here who just loves saying hi and interrupting when I'm on Zoom. Sorry, y'all. So without further ado, I'll give you my brother from another mother, Andrew. Take it away. And don't forget to Venmo, guys, for the bitter end. We're really up there. I think we're almost at $500, which is freaking amazing. So thank you so much. So again, please Venmo to help us out, help our friends at the bitter end.
Yeah. Shout out to the 4-year-olds. I don't have a lot to kind of kick up here. I told everybody on the team that I would do a song. Couldn't figure out a song to do. Had a song in mind. Had a few drinks last night talking to Drew and Catherine over FaceTime. Decided I was going to do a different song and spent all day learning that. Went back to the original one. That's all I've got. That's how life goes. And you know, had a good time putting it together. Really good to practice some stuff. I think I got a little better at piano, so that's all I've got. I'm gonna ramble unless you guys put the video on. Just get past it. I met my old lover on the street last night. She seemed so glad to see me, I just smiled. And we talked about some old times. We drank ourselves some beers. Still crazy after all those years. I'm still crazy after all these years. I'm not the kind man tends to socialize. I tend to lean on old familiar ways. And I ain't no fool for love songs whisper in my ears. I'm still crazy after all these years. I'm still crazy after all these years. 4 in the morning, I'm crapped out, yawning, longing my life away. I'll never worry, why should I? It's all gonna fade. Now I sit by my window and I watch the cars go by. I fear I'll do some damage one fine day, but I would not be convicted by a jury of my peers. Still crazy after all those years. I'm still crazy, still crazy. I'm still crazy after all these years.
I wanted to let that sit on Andrew so he could hear. On. I love that. You are still crazy after all these years. I've known you many years. You're still crazy. That was so beautiful. I love that. Okay, guys. So we have a few more people for tonight. The shows usually go till 10 o'clock at the bitter end. If you've been to one of our shows, tonight is going to be a little shorter. So bear with us, be with us maybe till like 9:30 tonight. So again, just wanted to say thank you for spending your night with us. It's so good to see you all. And even those who have opted to not have cameras on, I can still see you. So Thank you. I see you. I see so many people being like, ugh, what is she saying? I know. I love you, Rachel. Yeah, I see you. Okay, so up next. So first, really quick, we went over $500. We are at $525. I'm going to do a final count by the end of the night, but that is awesome. I think that they're going to really appreciate that. And of course, we want to continue to have a home to go back to. So thank you guys so much for donating and making this a special night. So up next, we have Andrea. Andrea is going to do a little introduction to her video, but it is a throwback to the days into which we were able to be together at the bitter end. So without further ado, Andrea.
Hi, everyone. So good to see you. I'm Andrea Levitan, and I've been a part of the TheMIC community for, I guess, about a year. This recording is from, I think, last April. Catherine may have said, I'm nervous. Anyway, so I really hope that you enjoy it. This is Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. I'm doing my best in this. By the way, everybody sounds so great tonight. Everybody's got me like tears, and it's amazing, and I can't wait to see everybody in person eventually. Okay, so take care. Roll.
We cried, we sang our hearts in vain, we stormed, never asking why. Can't stop the wonder, your stolen love, no one to deny. Don't you ever say I just walked away, I will always want you. I can't live a lie, but if for my life, I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball, never been so hard and long. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was break me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I put you high up in the sky, and now you're not coming down. It slowly turned, you let me burn, and now we're ashes on the ground. Don't you ever say I just walked away, I will always want you. I can't live a life, but if for my life, I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball, never been so hard and long. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was break me. I came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah, I just closed my eyes and swung, left me crouching in a blazing fall. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I never meant to start off. I just wanted you to let me in. And instead of using force, I guess I should have let you in. I never meant to start a war. I just wanted you to let me in. I guess I should have let you in. Don't you ever say I just walked away, I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball, never been so hard and long. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. I came in like a wrecking
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Pretty rough, but got through it.
That was awesome. Hey, you guys, show of hands. I'm going to look at everybody. Who has been to a Bitter End show live? Hands up. Oh my goodness, right? Seeing everybody together in a space, I was like, wow, I was there. I was there at one point in my life. That was so cool.
Oh.
That was nice to be able to share something from that time. Actually, the last show we did last month, Drew kindly edited together every single one of our shows and did a little highlight reel. So we actually were able to see our progression from Sidewalk Cafe to the Bitter End. And this is our first actual like virtual mic, which leads me to introducing our next person. So next artist who's up is Gabe Price. Gabe actually performed back last August at the Women Warriors Voices of Change event. He was there with a group of people at that time. And he's actually gonna be joining us solo, and I'm super excited for what he's going to be sharing with us today. Gabe, let me find you and spotlight you.
Hi there. Okay, well, I guess I'm up.
Yeah, Gabe, feel free to tell people about yourself and how you know the mic and who you are.
Okay. I'm Gabe. Last year with my guitar teacher Elizabeth Rose, we had a short little section playing at the Bitter End with a group of my friends, and this time it's just me. But I think she'll be going after me. But either way, I've just really always had a passion for songwriting, and you know, I've just been really lucky and really happy to have like different opportunities like this to go and share my love and stuff. So yeah, and it's crazy how much stuff I can do and or have done and stuff. I've always been really like anxious about everything because I always picture myself as like too young to do really anything. Like I'm only 17, so it's really really nice to be able to do stuff like this. So yeah. I have a song called Ode to Thea, which is about an old friend of mine that passed away. And I've just been revising this, and I've had it kind of inside for a while. So I thought I would share it for you guys today. All right. You and me, as great as good could be, but at least to me, I know you're well and free. I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. I hope so much you know that too. I'm stuck here missing me and you. I wish I said I love you too, but you're gone. I miss the shoulder that I lean on. I won't forget your laugh. I swear you were my other half. And now that it's all said and done, an anxious truth's a melancholy one, it's safe to say I miss you a ton. Young love's a game I've never won. 16's no age to end your fun. I hope you are the only one. La 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 la
little nervous, but yeah.
Gabe, do not be nervous at all. At 17, I was acting a fool. So the fact that you're even on here and performing in front of everyone is amazing. So keep it up, and definitely be proud of yourself. That was awesome. That was so good. Gabe, if you want people to follow you, if you share music on Instagram, please tag your Instagram in the chat so people can just see more from you.
Sure, I will do.
All right, so up next we have Elizabeth Rose, which is one of my most favorite humans ever. I don't know why, I just like love her so much. She's just so great, and she has a video for us for it's one of the songs that she's performed at the mic before. So yeah, so I don't know if Elizabeth is on yet, because we know she was caught up, so maybe we'll give her a chance to just say a couple words after the fact. But Drew, if you want to play the video for us.
I hate it when you go so fast. What's the big deal if you're past? Hogging the lane, starting to rain, it's getting slick. I'm motion sick, watch out for that pothole. Slow it down, no cruise control, relax like me. Enjoy the ride. Turn left, no right. You can make it through the yellow light. Don't stop, slow down. Don't let him pass, cut off his ass. Gun it, bait him, don't tailgate him. Way to go, agitate. Your backseat driver's keeping you alive. I am talking to the back of your head. Have you heard each word I've said? Eyes on the road, don't explode a shoulder. To cry on without me, you're in the lead like making love in bucket seats. Your backseat driver's keeping you alive.
Now do you see why she's my favorite?
Oh my
Elizabeth, I miss you so much.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Elizabeth, you're live with us. Want to say a little bit about that?
Hi. I just got here. That's right. Well, I hope you're all having fun tonight, and it's great to be back at the mic. I did that I shot it in Ireland, in South Kerry and West Cork, which are two of the most beautiful spots in southwestern Ireland, where we used to spend we spent about 6 summers there. And it was great. It was 8 weeks of every time I saw a vehicle, I said, Donnie, we got to get that in there. So that's my husband, Donnie, driving that. It was just a riot. I don't know if you have any questions. I happy to answer them on the chat or whatever. But yeah. And that's my brother on mandolin. And oh my God, I forgot his last name. The soprano sax solo, Rich. Where did I get the cars? Yes, Paul Keane is a car collector. He owns an island in West Cork, Ireland, and he owns all those cars. And he was a friend. He was actually a relative of a friend of ours in that part of South Kerry. So we went there to see his cars, and I said, hey, and he said, sure. And he's in it. He's the guy that's very well dressed when I slide out of that car. He's the one who lifts up that little Triumph, that little red car. And he's a great guy. So he just gave us all these fabulous cars. Whose grandma? Unfortunately, she passed away. She was our neighbor in South Kerry for a number of years. She'd never been practically off this very rural section of Ireland, and the kind of thing where you'd be sitting in your little house, where you rent a house, and having tea. And she would just walk in your door. She didn't knock or call or anything. Teresa would just sit down and wait for you to give her some food and some tea. It was real country. And he was partially blind, her husband, Morris, who died a few months later, and deaf. So it was really fun to work with him driving the car. I think that's it. Hi, Chuck.
Elizabeth, that was amazing.
Thank you. Hi, Andrew.
Andrew, you got to unmute yourself.
I got to unmute myself. Hi, Elizabeth Rose. How are you?
Good. How are you?
It's great to see you. Great to have the video. Next time we got to have you playing live, because for anybody who doesn't know, Elizabeth Rose fucking shreds on electric guitar. Legitimately shreds. So I want to see it. Elizabeth, I was just asking on the chat, where'd you find that cop? You got, I assume, fake arrested.
That's the best story of all. I wanted the shot with the cop.